Hi, welcome to Cara and Leah's CP Family Curriculum Night presentation. This is Cara.
And I'm Leah. And today we're going to be talking about our learning management platforms and communication, the academics in rooms 1 and 2, and just the daily life in both classrooms 1 and 2.
First, we'll start talking about technology. And with technology, we use Schoology in the 4th and 5th grade room, Seesaw in the 2nd and 3rd grade room, Infinite Campus for all of us, and also our classroom website.
So like Cara said, Seesaw is for 2nd and 3rd. So families have all received information on how to access their child's class page. And for 4th and 5th grade, the students are the primary users of the Schoology program.
For Infinite Campus, this is the hub that the district uses, as well as our Highlands secretarial staff. We will be sending emails through that, or also with our regular email. This is where we check attendance, and this is where you should also indicate if your child is going to be late or being picked up early or not at school. This is where report cards are inputted and you can receive information, as well as any health information or family information. And at any time, if anything changes, if you could update it there, that's appreciated.
We have a classroom website for rooms 1 and 2 where you'll find general information about our classrooms, our daily schedules, more info about outdoor learning, classroom supply wish lists, and our monthly newsletters will also be posted here as well.
Next, we're going to talk about academics, and so we'll start with reading workshop.
So in reading every day, in both classrooms, the 2-3 room and the 4-5, we start with a mini lesson. And in that mini lesson, there are a variety of different strategies that we teach. After the mini lesson, which is usually around 10 minutes, the students spend the bulk of their reading time doing independent reading and responding. So students are reading just right books. They're working on applying the strategies that they've learned. Both classrooms use book bags for students to organize their books and their response journals. And then every day we have some time for sharing. So this is where students often work with a reading partner to share some of the things that they read about and some important celebrations and discoveries as well. Both rooms have a classroom library that we're continuing to add to throughout the school year. And then once we get everyone assessed this fall, students will be working in small reading groups, guided reading groups, book clubs, and will, of course, do individual reading conferences as well. So this is just a chart that shows the importance of daily independent reading and how that impacts reading achievement. So in the classroom space, the 4th and 5th graders typically read for about 30 minutes independently after the lesson. In the 2nd and 3rd grade room right now, we're working to get to 20 minutes. So it's really important just to continue that at home. You can see the impact that 65 minutes of independent reading has per day, and where that usually impacts the reading achievement score. So the more reading you can encourage at home, the better for all of us.
Our curriculum for words and spelling, we don't necessarily have a spelling test, but we work with Words Their Way curriculum, allowing for the children to take spelling inventories. You might understand them as spelling tests, which then places them into a level or a group that best fits their needs. And then every 5 days, so typically starting on Monday, they get their new word list. And then both in Leah's class and in my class, we're doing activities for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday that works with them understanding the words, the spelling patterns, and other pieces, sorting them, writing them, other activities. And then on Friday, we do our word check-in, or you might know it as a spelling test. And in the 4-5 room, I send those home every Friday. And also in the 2-3 room, you can look for those in the Friday folders.
So Writer's Workshop is very similar to Reader's Workshop. We start out each day with a mini lesson where we're focused in on one skill or trait of writing. And then students spend the majority of their time in independent writing. And this is when, as teachers, we confer with writers and we walk around and give them feedback, direct feedback on their work. Students will write a variety of genres in both classrooms this year, including personal narrative stories, poetry, letters, persuasive writing, fiction, informational, and expository nonfiction. We always have a sharing time where writers share their writing and learn from each other. And we also do different writing celebrations, and we share our writing with each other across rooms. So the second and third graders will share their writing with the fourth and fifth graders, and vice versa.
In math, Cara is the math teacher for both classrooms, as Leah is the reading teacher for both classrooms. And we do math in lots of different formats and lots of different ways. We do different screeners with pre-tests for each chapter. We've been working on the IXL diagnostic. We do math in small groups and guided math instructions, whole group mini lessons, independent work. We'll be getting our students signed up for extra math as well as IXL. So it's just happening in lots of different spaces and places.
So theme is what in CP we call our science and social studies instruction, is that thematic unit for us to kind of tie some of our instruction together. And we always strive to integrate writing and reading into our themes. In the primary room this year, we'll be focused on solids and liquids. We'll do some Play-Doh engineering, air and weather, and catching the wind. In social studies, we'll focus on the Mississippi River and the Dakota and Anishinaabe then and now.
And then in the intermediate room, in social studies, we'll be focusing on geography and settlement, as well as origins of local people. In science, we're looking at the scientific method and the engineering design and how it interplays across all content areas, water as a system, energy, earth materials, and landforms.
So we'll talk a little bit about life in classrooms, rooms 1 and 2, snack, morning meeting, outdoor learning, our schedules, and how you can receive communication from us.
To start with breakfast and snack, we this year, due to COVID, are having all snacks and all food outdoors. So both classes have a scheduled time each day where we head outside to take a movement break combined with a snack break. And typically what the students have been doing is if they're grabbing a breakfast from Highlands, we bring that outside for our morning snack as well. As a reminder, please, healthy snacks only, no form of candy. And as a double reminder, this is 100% peanut and tree nut free classrooms and school this year.
So morning meeting is something that both rooms do, and this is a positive way for us to begin our days together. Helps us to build community and get to know each other. The format that each meeting has is there's a greeting time where students have the chance to greet one another. Students have the opportunity to sign up to share about their lives. There's an activity, a game, or a song, and then the news and announcements where we talk about the day ahead. So some of the skills, obviously we were teaching a lot of life skills here, but students are learning sportsmanship, good listening skills, and reinforcing what we're learning in class as well.
Both Leah and I do a lot of outdoor learning, which is supported by Highlands because of all the various and incredible outdoor learning spaces that we have. So we do outdoor learning frequently throughout the day. It happens in lots of different areas, not just academically with myself or with Leah. It also is in recess and in Phi-Ed on occasion. A struggle sometimes that the students have is that learning outdoors is different than recess outdoors because they might not be as actively moving. A strategy that both Leah and I teach the kids is dressing in layers. And so having clothing appropriate to be outdoors for all situations might mean having different layers of clothing, from sweatshirts that can be kept here or taken home, and hats and mittens and different things that way. The other thing that Leah and I do a lot of is taking a variety of walking field trips to area parks, as well as learning outdoors on site.
So our schedules are on our classroom website. So you can visit our website to see our daily schedules for each room. But please know, I know there's been a lot of changes since the school year has started. So they're always in a draft form as we're continuing to settle into our schedule.
The best way to communicate to both of us is email. And that's strictly because during the day we're busy with the students, and it is rare that we're able to respond to emails until the end of the day. And the best thing that we can do is respond to emails within 48 hours. How we will be communicating with you is that I will be sending weekly emails, and Leah will be posting weekly and sometimes daily Seesaw updates with student work. We'll be communicating with monthly newsletters, and then all of that information, as noted already, can be found on our website.
And we look forward to working with you and getting to know each of you as well this year. But please reach out at any time if you have any questions or would like clarification. Our email addresses are listed there. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.